Switzerland, one of Europe's top destinations for tourists, has always been known for offering a wide range of activities to delight its visitors. Its amazing culture, breathtaking views, and mouth-watering cuisine are only a few of the numerous reasons to visit, which is why many people come back to immerse themselves all over again in the country's awe-inspiring beauty. If you're planning a trip to Switzerland, or anywhere else in the world for that matter, it's always encouraged to familiarize yourself with the place you are going to visit, most especially its local culture, its residents, and its social customs. Knowing what to do and what to avoid doing could mean the difference between a delightful holiday and a nightmarish vacation. Here's a list of the things you should never do when visiting the Switzerland. You might be surprised to know that Switzerland, a country found right smack in the middle of Europe, is not a member of the European Union (EU). This means that it does not use the euro as currency, choosing to do transactions in the local Swiss franc. While there are many places to have your money changed, make sure to carry enough Swiss currency to avoid being inconvenienced. It is customary for the Swiss to bring small tokens when invited to a gathering such as a dinner or a meeting. This is a polite way of showing their appreciation for being considered a guest. If you're one on the receiving end of this practice, it is important to know that opening those gifts and serving them on the same occasion is frowned upon. This is to show the givers that their gifts are important enough to be saved for a more special occasion in the future. The Swiss are very private and conservative individuals, preferring to keep to themselves and avoiding small talk as much as possible. You'd want to try a little harder if you want to make friends with the Swiss, especially if you have no one to introduce the both of you to each other. However, once you manage to break the ice, friendships with the Swiss are ones that last and ones that can be cherished for a lifetime. Try to bring a reusable bag that is big enough to fit all the supplies you purchased in order for you to be able to carry all of them comfortably. Also, make sure to prepare the right amount of change to avoid holding up the line at the counter. You don't want to delay the Swiss, who are known to be sticklers for time. While some people find making eye contact with someone they barely know offensive, the Swiss might feel it impolite and rude if you don't. When meeting people in Switzerland, always make it a point to look them in the eyes while shaking their hands firmly. The Swiss aren't big on small talk, which is why one should be careful not to be too chummy and personal when engaging in one. Avoid asking personal questions regarding politics, money matters, religion, and sex, as these might be considered impolite, especially when speaking with someone you've only just met. Arriving late is never a good thing, especially for the Swiss, because it shows them just how rude and inconsiderate you are of others' time, even if it's only for a few minutes. Always make it a point to come on time when meeting with people in Switzerland to avoid getting on someone's nerves. The Swiss value their personal space and are a bit apprehensive of strangers at first. Never attempt to hug or kiss someone who you barely know. Also, leaning too close to someone during a conversation might be too intrusive for the Swiss, so make sure to know where your boundaries are. A firm handshake is enough to make a good impression when meeting someone for the first time. The Swiss speak 3 different languages natively, namely Swiss German, French, and Italian. Don't forget to learn the many ways to say hello in all those tongues, as this can prove handy when meeting people around Switzerland. A drive around the Swiss countryside is another experience that you should not miss. Get yourself as far away from the city, which really isn't that far considering Switzerland's small size, and we promise you that the breathtaking views, historic attractions, and perfect roads will make it all worth it.